Hey, what's up, universe? It's 1:47 p.m. on Wednesday, June 21st, 2023. A couple quick things. In my previous video, I forgot to mention that I've received 2 emails today, both of them being rejection letters, I'm sure there's a better word, more empowering word, which is fine. I didn't have any type of charge around them, apparently, because I didn't even mention them in the previous video. So just wanted to put out that piece of news. The primary inspiration for this video is that I'm going to be taking my youngest son to his mom's here in just a moment. And I thought that my oldest son might be doing that. Now, we had a conversation, my oldest son and I, yesterday, and I had mentioned this to him, and I was like, hey, if you're not, got any plans tomorrow? No? Okay, well, then I would, if you wouldn't mind taking, Milo to your mom's. And so I was under the impression that that would happen. Now, Oden, my oldest son, didn't explicitly consent to that. He didn't say, yeah, sure. There was really no firm confirmation on that point. Yet in my mind, I had made it that was a true thing. So when, maybe 30-ish minutes ago, he's like, hey, I'm going to go out with a friend, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, are you taking Milo to your mom's house? And he's like, wasn't planning on it. And I was like, okay. It's not a problem to take Milo over there, right? In my mind, what was coming up, the conflict and the little bit of a trigger was around like the expectation that I had created in my mind. And so there was definitely a part of me for sure that wanted to like get on him and just kind of make it a point, like how could he not know, right? And like put the blame and the onus onto my oldest son and hold him accountable for that. There was definitely a part of me that wanted to do that. And at the same time, I had to stop and I had to be like, okay, what was my responsibility? How did I contribute to that experience? What did I bring back? And I had brought back as a resource, assumptions. I had I had allowed myself to create a truth in my mind that was not based in a solid fact. There was not an agreement that was explicit between me and my son. This thing would occur. It was an assumption on my part. It was a complete assumption on my part. And sure, it could be argued that through cues and just kind of rational deduction, deductive reasoning, that, hey, Dad probably wants me to take Milo to mom's. Sure, yeah, that's reasonable and could be true. And at the same time, he's 17, and what was I like when I was 17? And not only that, like, just take the age out of the equation, I myself, just strictly of my own responsibility, did not require or request or have a boundary around my need, right, to like explicitly know, to explicitly have this as like a thing. And so it just kind of, as I'm talking about it right now, it just goes back to that time when I was mentioning that I had held Reese accountable for things that she never agreed to. Even though we had agreed on one thing, I made it mean like all of these other things that she never agreed to. So it's kind of in the same vein. My son and I had a conversation. I thought it meant something. He thought it meant something else. To accept my own responsibility, didn't require an explicit agreement. And so I'm just recognizing that and just, hey, in the future, I'm going to need to do that, since it's apparently causing a disturbance in me, right? Then that's a need I have. And to serve that need, to be self-responsible and take care of my own needs, then that's probably something I'm going to need to do in that relationship, is to require some explicit answers around things that I need. Rather than assuming that it may be understood or that he would just know, this kind of a thing. So there's definitely an element of personal responsibility and accountability on my part. And do I enjoy that? No, I don't. I mean, it'd be easier, right, if I didn't have to do that, but I do. So there you go. That's really what the point is for this video. Thank you for being here. Thanks for watching and being with me and journeying and sharing and allowing me some time and space. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for being with me. I'll talk to you later.